this octagon of life. Together we will fight.
UFC 319 press conference on Thursday. That's 5 p.m. Chicago time. You got all the main card fighters there. DDP, Hamzat, Murphy, Pico, Neil Pratesh, Cannonier, Venom Page, Elliott, and Asakura. DDP and Hamzat will have some fiery exchanges. Will Hamzat cry? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Anthony Hernandez will be at the DDP versus Hamzat fight. He would like to take on the winner of that fight after his win for the weekend over Roman Dolidze. It was a very impressive win, but it may only move him up one spot in the rankings. Going into the fight, Hernandez was 10. Roman Dolidze was one spot ahead at number 9. You also got RDR in the mix, who moved up 8 spots to the number 5 position after his victory over Robert Whittaker. And more than likely, the winner of Amava versus Bahayo in September will get the next title shot. Alex Pereira filming the movie Onslaught. He has a title fight coming up, a rematch against Uncle Ash, so some fans are worried that he may be distracted.
¿Qué quedó? El machete. Ah, quedó en la valija. Lo acabamos de montar,
Soldier who's been all of his humanity's taken out, and he's just almost like a machine now.
Esse cara que esse soldado invencível é como um cara que tiraram a arma fora, é Terminator, não tem arma, ele não tem humanidade.
Yeah, so there's not a lot of blinking, there's not a lot of humanity. You're just like this soulless killing machine, right?
Que é cara que solamente tá para matar gente. É uma coisa assim, não, cara como se fosse robô que não faz pensar nele. Two takes that. Okay, silence please, everyone ready? Silencio, listos? 3, 2, 1, ação.
Tom Aspinall is fighting Cyril Gane at UFC 321. He was offered to fight at UFC 320 in Vegas, but he chose to fight on this card because it's in Abu Dhabi over Vegas, so it's less of a travel time for him, less of a time zone change for him, and also less taxes.
Just said, listen, I want a fight as soon as possible. Like, I'm ready to go whenever. Put me on the closest date that I can get on. Like, I'm ready to go. I've been ready to go for over a year, and I've been sitting on the sideline due to no fault of my own. And they said, look, there's a few cards coming up. They're all booked up. And the earliest one is, well, the earliest one was at the time, is, there's one in October in Vegas. Is that correct? Early October.
Yeah, October 4th.
Yeah. They offered me that. And they offered me Abu Dhabi. And they gave me a choice which one I want. I obviously chose Abu Dhabi. For me, absolutely love Vegas, as you know. The problem with Vegas is it is so far away from the UK. We're talking like 16 minimum hours traveling, plus an 8-hour time difference. So that means you got to leave home 2 at least weeks before, plus American taxes on top of it. Like, I would rather fight in Abu Dhabi, which is much closer, much less travel time, 3 hours difference from the UK. The taxes are a lot lower. I fought in Vegas a few times as well, but I fought in Abu Dhabi a few times. Yeah, it's just a lot more accessible for myself, my opponent, and European fans. Which
Aspinall will fight on pay-per-view for the final time on this card. Pay-per-views are gone starting in January. Everything's going to be on Paramount Plus, and Aspinall and all the other champs won't get pay-per-view points anymore.
Almost doubled it to 1.1 billion a year for 7 years.
Well, that's amazing news. When does that come into play? Or is it amazing news, like, for guys who are getting pay-per-view points, like yours truly? See, guys like Ilya Taporia, etc., they are like established pay-per-view stars. I am not really a pay-per-view star yet. Not yet. So, I've only fought pay-per-view a couple of times. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know, because I'm not a massive pay-per-view star, you know what I mean? I'm not selling a million pay-per-views, but I intend to.
Yes.
So how does that work? I don't know.
I do wonder if they're just going to raise your base pay. You know what I mean? If they're just going to raise it up and offset, or if they create a different model and say, oh, if X amount of viewers watch your show, we'll give you X amount of bonus.
Paramount Plus will have all the numbered UFC events, but some will also be streaming on CBS at the same time. 4 big events will be on both platforms at the same time. So some people wonder if that will change the timing of those 4 events to be maybe a little earlier.
Yeah, it's looking like we're going to do 4 big events a year. And, we're talking about doing a fight at the White House next year on the 4th of July, the 250th anniversary of America. So imagine a massive fight on the lawn of the White House on CBS.
Hunter Campbell, the UFC's chief business officer, confirms plans to expand the UFC Apex facility to accommodate between 5,000 and 10,000 fans for future events. It seems pretty large. That's basically like a small arena. Given the UFC Apex's usual setup for smaller scale shows with very limited audience members, it marks a notable strategic shift, possibly indicating UFC's move to hosting mid-sized in-person events there could bridge the gap between intimate Apex fight nights and full-scale arenas, offering more revenue opportunities for the UFC and a heightened atmosphere as well. Sean O'Malley thinks he'll return in November or December, with Umar fighting Batista next and Piotr Jan just fighting Marcus McGee and Sandhagen fighting for the belt. Maybe he could fight number 5 ranked Song Yadong. That'd be number 1 and 5 at Bantamweight.
Everyone wants to know is when and where and who is Sean fighting next.
I don't know when, I don't know where, and I don't know who, but I can tell you what I think. If I had to guess, it would be November or December this year. Ideally, I'd fight one more time this year, but it's possible I don't fight again this year. It's actually possible I never fight again.
Really?
I mean, you just never know.
Oh, you don't. You really
what if I fucking snap my toe off? You know?
Better than Ilya.